We also had two tragedies. Oh my goodness sakes. First, a couple asked the director where to buy liquor at our first dinner when we all got here, and we came in and we sat down and they had dinner for us. And this guy gets up and a question, I'd like to know where I can buy some liquor. And she says, well, but we don't reach port for 6 days. Oh my God, and everybody's laughing. Of course, the poor guy wasn't laughing. Now that is a tragedy, because when we were met at the airport and they took us and all our luggage, they stopped at a place to buy liquor. Why didn't that man get off and buy? I'll never know. Anyway, I hope that he makes friends easily with all the people around. He can spend one night with this couple and one night with the next and one night with the next. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe he'll quit drinking. Then we also had another tragedy. One couple was here a day ahead, and they went on a tour of Caracas in the afternoon, and someone came aboard and stole her husband's attaché case out of the room. It had $800. He had $800 in it. She had 5 bracelets, all her earrings. She kept saying, all my silver is gone, all my silver is gone. And silver earrings and what are those stones, turquoise or something like that. And she says, I had necklaces and earrings, and I had planned on every outfit to wear. Oy, how sad that was. This was their 8th trip on the line and had never happened before. So you see, but how those people got on is a mystery. It's so sad. She's talking to the head guy. I know, and he had traveler's checks in there, and you hate to lose everything like that. But you have to be prepared. Every place you go in the world, there's someone that's looking and seeing. And they possibly was looking across the street and saw this people going into their room, and their room was on the outside facing the dock. And then they saw the people get off and go into town with a taxi cab, and they said, hey, this looks good, but they shouldn't have been able to get on. There was something wrong there, because they always put a guard out there. He's not a guard with a gun. He's one of the deckhands, and they always sit outside. So I don't know what happened there. I guess maybe he went in to go to the bathroom or something, whatever. Well, we know Bobby and Ralph Martin from a previous trip, and of course we know Ray and Dixie Keith, the captain, from 3 previous trips. And she says, oh, Pearl, is that you? And she says, I didn't recognize you. You're not wearing glasses. Didn't you always wear glasses? I said, yeah, I always did, but I don't always do it anymore. So anyway, we got through that night with all these excitements, and we left at 4 a.m. without the pilot. They signed the paper and paid for his services, but he didn't show. And we had lots of rock and roll. When you got going out into the big water, you got swell. And we headed for Tortuga, 100 miles from Caracas. And just before we got here, we saw whales, and they were coming out of the water, and they were migrating up north. And that was nice to see. People were all excited, and the captain says, gee, he says, I've never seen them before over here, but there's a first time for everything. So then we got here, and we did a bow landing, and we all went out and we snorkeled, and they put the tender over the side, and they took there's a couple of people that can't walk too well, and there's one guy that uses the cane, and another woman uses the cane, and then one woman uses crutches. So they took them way out to where the snorkeling was, about a half a mile down the beach, so that they wouldn't have to walk there or back. And of course, you get in the water, and no matter what happens, you can always move, or float or do something.